In this session, I am going to explain you about the working of enhancement MOSFET. So as we know that the transistor type, one of the transistor type is enhancement MOSFET. So we will be discussing in detail about the eMOSFET. So the point that has to be noticed for eMOSFET is that initially the drain current, that is the output current, here there are three terminals, source, gate and drain. So drain is the output terminal, whereas source is the input and gate is the controlling terminal. So initially the drain current will be equal to 0, and after some time it enhances, that is it will increase, and hence the name of the MOSFET is enhancement MOSFET. Next, the two things that we have to note in the eMOSFET is that eMOSFET operates in enhancement mode only, that is only the conduction mode, and there will be no depletion mode. That means there will be no reduction in the channel or the path for the flow of the charge carriers. So there is no physical channel that is present between this N-type source and N-type drain. Now the channel that you are going to see in this circuit is because of the voltage, biasing voltage that has been applied later in stages. So earlier there will be no path for the flow of charge carrier from this source terminal to drain terminal. There will be no channel initially, and hence this device is normally called as an off device. So as there is no channel present from source to drain, because the substrate captures the complete region. As you can see that everywhere, if except this N-type source and N-type drain, everywhere there is a P-type substrate which captures the complete area of the semiconductor. Now, it is only by the application of VGS. It is only by the application of VGS, which is this voltage, that is gate to source voltage, of the proper magnitude and polarity, that will make the device to start conducting. The minimum value of this VGS of the proper polarity that turns on the eMOSFET is called as the threshold voltage, which is also called as VGS TH. That is, VGS is gate to source voltage and TH is the threshold voltage. The N-channel MOSFET device requires positive VGS. As you can see that this positive is connected to this N-channel substrate. Okay, so the N-channel eMOSFET device requires the positive VGS, which should be greater than or equal to the threshold voltage, which is the minimum gate voltage for making the transistor to be in on state, that is to be in on state. The N-channel MOSFET device requires positive VGS, which is greater than or equal to threshold voltage, and for P-channel MOSFET device requires negative VGS. As this is N-channel, we are looking for the N-channel, so the gate requires the positive VGS. Now the working can be explained in the two parts, that is case 1 when VGS equals to 0. So what happens when the voltage that is being applied between the gate and the source, when it is 0, what happens? So when the gate voltage is 0, there will be no earlier threshold which is predetermined, and as shown in the figure, there is no channel. Initially there will be no channel no channel connecting the source and the drain. This is the channel because when the VGS has been applied, the channel gets created, but initially when there is no voltage applied, or when the voltage at the gate to source is 0, there will be no channel for the flow of the charge carrier. The P substrate only has few thermally produced free electrons or minority carrier, so that the drain current is approximately 0. For this reason, eMOSFET is normally the off device when the VGS is 0. When VGS is 0, the device is a normally off device. Now next, when VGS is positive with respect to source, in this condition it attracts free electrons from the in this condition it attracts the free electrons into P region. This is as per the capacitor action. The free electron combines with the hole next to the SiO2 layer. The free electrons combines with the hole next to the SiO2 layer, and if VGS is positive enough, all the holes touching the SiO2 layer are filled and by the free electrons, and the free electron starts to flow from the source to the drain. This effect is same as creating a thin layer. Now this is the thin layer which has been created in the N-type material. In the N-type material, that is inducing a thin layer N channel adjacent to the SiO2 layer. That is, this is the layer. So this will be the thin layer, thin N channel adjacent to the SiO2 layer. This is the SiO2 layer over here. Thus, the E MOSFET is turned on and drain current ID starts to flow from source to drain through this path. That is the induced N channel path when your VGS is greater than VGS threshold. Okay. The minimum value of the VGS that turns on the E MOSFET is called threshold voltage VGS3. Now case 3, in this case, when VGS reaches VGS threshold and greater than that, in this case there is no induced channel and the drain current ID is 0. When the VGS is less, there will be no induced channel and drain current ID is equal to 0. When VGS reaches VGS threshold, so earlier we are assuming that this VGS is at 0. Now increasing the voltage, and when it becomes equal to or greater than the threshold voltage of the MOSFET, the E MOSFET turns on and the induced channel conducts the drain current from source to drain. From this source terminal to this drain terminal, the electron will flow and the current will flow through drain to source. Beyond VGS TH, that is VGS threshold, if the value of VGS increases, the newly formed channel becomes wider. So this channel becomes wider and wider, and the current through the N-type source will go on enhancing or increasing, and the substrate size will get reduced. This indicates that the current in the device is increasing, that means enhancing, and hence the name is called as enhancement MOSFET. Thank you very much. This is all about the working of the N-channel E MOSFET. Thank you very much.